Hi everybody, that's Allie.
And that is Dash,
Welcome to our playdate.
where we choose a game, sometimes make up our own rules, and play for a while.
Enjoy listening and playing along.
Or don't. We can't hear you. It's a podcast. He talks. He talks on his own. Nuku, do you have anything you want to say? This is your moment.
Yeah. You're being watched right now by tens of followers.
Hey, cue me. Look, he knows I'm talking to him because his tail's going up and down.
Uh-huh.
Hey, cue me.
Nuku, we're going to do a show.
Look at his ears move.
He doesn't
are
care.
you? All right.
He does
buddy.
not care.
Here's what's going to happen.
And then he's going to complain. He's going to go, wah.
Thank you for your contributions. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you, Nuku. We appreciate you. Hey, little ghosties.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Our seasons are 2 episodes longer now.
Yes, they are. And we thought we would do something very special for the season finale of season 6, but also the season finale of the first season that we started doing video versions.
That's right.
Yeah. First season of us doing videos, our first 14 episode season.
And our first season with our rating system.
Yeah, exactly. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to do a mashup of several of the games that we have played this season.
That's right. So we're just going to go back and forth. If you want to hear the full episodes of those, scroll back to the beginning of season 6 and you can hear them.
Yeah, exactly. And we're starting off with...
We're starting off with We're Not Really Strangers, which was our first episode of the season. So Dash, why don't you grab a card and read it to me?
All right. I will grab a card from We Are Not Really Strangers.
That's 2 cards. I can see it from here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, they're stuck together really well.
So we grab level 2 cards because we're going to just
Go here. How about
get
you take that
right
one?
on into it because you already saw it.
All right, so you take this one. All right, here we go. This is a wild card, Allie.
Mm-hmm.
Both players write an embarrassing fun fact about yourselves, play a game of rock, paper, scissors, and the loser must reveal. Ooh, fascinating.
Okay.
Write an embarrassing fun fact about yourself.
Let me think of an embarrassing fun fact about myself.
Yeah.
I'm just purely embarrassing most of the time.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know that there's anything. I don't know that there's anything I'm embarrassed about.
I'm just embarrassed constantly.
Yeah, honestly, like if embarrassing is like your constant state of living, it's then nothing is embarrassing.
Yeah,
really.
no, I just live in a perpetual state of embarrassment. I have got to be so embarrassing.
Okay, all right. I know what my fact. I'm not going to write it down, but I know what my fact is.
Oh, I don't know what mine is. There's so many.
Something that I'm a little bit embarrassed about. And it's deeply personal. So
okay, I'll if I lose, I'll think of something embarrassing.
So we're
gonna
do
say.
rock, paper, scissors, and then shoot. Okay.
Yes. Okay. And
Okay.
loser has to reveal the fact.
Yes.
Okay. Ready?
Okay. Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I win.
Okay. So, what is my embarrassing fact? I hate. I get. So I did this twice this week. So I guess I'm working on it. But like, I have some pairs of underwear that are so old, like, just so embarrassingly old, and they like really needed to be
retired
a long time ago. And so this week I'm working on that and like giving them a last spin and then just like saying goodbye. But I hate like throwing away clothes and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll just wear stuff until it really is like I cannot wear this anymore.
Right.
And I don't know why. I just feel like it's.
Well, I mean, I do the same thing. It's not like a sentimental thing. I think it's just sort of like
it's not sentimental. I just don't. It makes me feel wasteful when I do that, and then when I feel wasteful, it's embarrassing. So.
But if you've worn it to the point where it's worn down and has holes in it,
I'm still just like, but there's got to be some other use for it. So.
For used old underwear.
right? Like, is it a rag? Can I clean?
Can you sell it and make some money?
Right. So I just, it's embarrassing, but I'm working on
Okay.
it.
All right. Go ahead. What's
So that's my fact this
what's
week.
your? We're not really strangers.
So for you, Dash, what's your father's name?
Uh-huh.
And tell me one thing about him.
Oh, okay. My dad's name is Omar, and which is not a hugely common name for people from Cuba, but yeah, that's his name, Omar.
Mm-hmm.
And
I actually know, including your dad's 3 Omars.
really,
Yeah.
from Cuba or no, just from different places.
2 are Cuban. The third one, I don't know.
Fascinating.
I think he might be. I'm not sure if that one's Cuban or not. Actually.
And here's let's see. And you said a fun fact about him. He.
No, one thing about him.
Oh, just one thing about him. He
doesn't have to be a fun
loves
fact.
the Yankees.
Loves Los Yankees.
Los Yankees. Yeah, we when growing up, that was a thing. The Yankees games, and
Yeah.
we used to go to Yankees games at least once a year. And I really started getting into baseball and watching it with him the year that the Yankees won the World Series in 1996, I want to say, which was like the first time they had won it in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. And it was also like Derek Jeter's rookie year. It was really cool. So yeah, that's what he loves, the Yankees.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Dad's name is Omar. Loves the Yankees.
that's the thing about him. So that was
We're not really strangers.
Yeah, which we played
Fantastic.
back in at the beginning of season 6.
That's right. And another game we played this season was called Made Up Movies. I backed this on Kickstarter, and this has a particular script that we go by.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see there's a whole array of cards there. Dash, since you just went,
Okay,
I'm going to have you turn over the cards so
Okay.
I can talk while you're flipping the cards.
All right, so I'm turning over.
Okay, so this movie is a reboot of What Women Want, starring Al Pacino and Melissa McCarthy. I'm already on board. It's a courtroom drama on an adult film set. Think Saw meets 50 Shades of Grey. And it's called
Uh-huh.
and it's called
Let's see.
That's a Bared Man is what it's called.
That's a Bared Man?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't there a whole thing where I'm supposed to ask you questions or something like that?
Yeah.
Where's those cards? They didn't come out?
This is the pared down version.
This is
we'll
the pared
just
down-
do
'cause we're doing the whole
movie.
thing all the way down?
It's called it's called a Bared Man.
It's called a Bared Man.
Do you remember the movie Scent of a Woman with Al Pacino?
Yeah, that's where hooah came from. I think,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, it's Hua. But
Uh-huh.
he at the end he gives this whole big speech. I actually think it might even be in a courtroom, and he's like, "That's a Bared Man." So
What is a Bared Man?
Baird is the name of the school in the
okay.
the movie.
Gotcha.
Baird is this private school that they all go to. So he's,
Okay.
that's a
The Baird
Baird
Man.
man. So I feel like that's the
So
name of that
it's
movie.
a courtroom drama set on an adult film set.
Yes. Right. And it's Saw plus 50 Shades of Grey.
That's
so
horrifying.
it all it's a nightmare of a movie.
Because Saw is just 50 Shades of Grey
But with saws
with saws.
and blood everywhere. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So that's my movie.
Okay.
I would not see it.
No, would not see
I
this movie. No.
0 out of 10 would not
No.
see.
I feel like
Although I do love Melissa McCarthy.
I love Melissa
her.
McCarthy, but I feel like Melissa McCarthy and Al Pacino in the same movie has big Jack and Jill energy. Like, this is not a movie that's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
not. It's not going to be a good film.
Yeah, like two actors, you think, okay, maybe Al Pacino can be funny and Melissa McCarthy's funny, but both of them together, I feel it's just too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, I don't
it's
know.
a bad movie. All right, so Dash, you do the talking, and I'll
All
flip
right.
your cards.
I will do the talking. Ali's going to flip my card. So this is a reboot of what does that say? The Avengers. It's a reboot of The Avengers starring Danny DeVito and LeBron James. Yes. It is in the genre of action B movie. I mean, we all knew that already. It is set in a corporate office. Okay. And think of it as The Matrix meets Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay. And this movie is called, let's see, The Avengers, Danny DeVito, LeBron James, The Matrix meets Pirates of the Caribbean. This movie is called The Weekenders.
Isn't that already a movie?
The Weekenders? It used to be a TV show for
Oh,
Disney,
okay.
but I don't know that it was a movie. So yeah, Danny DeVito plays Wolverine,
Right.
in this
Clearly.
remake of the Avengers.
Yes, clearly. Mhm.
And LeBron James plays Captain America.
Well, Danny DeVito did play a werewolf in a movie.
He did play a werewolf in a movie.
So
That's right.
he's going back to
His
the role he started in Big Fish.
Yeah.
He's just getting right on into it.
All right. So Danny DeVito as Wolverine in this Avengers world, but it's happening in a corporate office because it's actually like.
Because you can't make a ton of money.
Well, like
just
they've
being
already
an
beaten,
X-Men.
right? They've already beaten all the big bad guys,
Right.
so now
It's
they
like,
have to
now
work.
I've got to be an accountant.
They have to fill out all the paperwork for it. Right?
Now I've got to, we did a lot of destruction.
Yeah.
There's a lot of paperwork. We got some rebuilding to do of the
Exactly.
city. There's a lot happening here.
Yeah, and it's it's The Matrix meets Pirates of the Caribbean because they don't know whether this is the real world anymore because they're so used to constantly fighting bad guys, right?
And they are corporate pirates.
They're corporate pirates.
Corporate
exactly.
pirates. Yeah. Your movie's way better than mine.
I think so.
I would see
watch,
that.
I would watch
watch
this
that.
movie.
Yeah. Did you see the new Space Jam with LeBron? Is he like a good actor?
I did.
Your face tells me everything I need
Yes.
to know, and we'll just go ahead and move on.
I mean, look, if you want to hear my opinion on Space Jam 2,
that's what this is, a Space Jam 2 opinion podcast.
look, I mean, this is what this is about, right? My opinion on Space Jam 2 is this. It's already been done, right? We saw Space Jam 1 with Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny and all that stuff. And it was a terrible movie, but we saw it when we were kids and we loved Michael Jordan and we loved Bugs Bunny.
I would like to just drill in on your use of the word "we" here.
Okay,
I have never seen
the
Space
general
Jam.
we.
I've never seen Space Jam.
People of my age watched Space Jam when it came out, and we loved it because we loved Michael Jordan. We loved the cartoons. Space Jam 2 was more like Warner Brothers showing off, hey, look at all the properties we own.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, again, another basketball game between LeBron James and a bunch of characters. And there was just no heart in it like there was in the first one. And I'm not comparing the two. I'm saying that the second one was something we've already seen. I feel if they wanted to do the same thing but update it and be different, they should have called it Space Slam and had John Cena be the one who gets dragged to Toontown. And instead of versus basketball players, it's John Cena and the Looney Tunes versus a bunch of alien stolen powers from like classic WWE superstars.
So you've heard it here first, everyone. TM.
This is officially my idea. Hollywood, if you want to contact me about Space Slam, the movie with John Cena, right? Because the aliens...
We do not have pull with John Cena, but we
not, no.
would be happy to broker that deal.
Right. I mean, think of the movie, right? Like they go in there, they steal a bunch of superstars' powers like The Undertaker and Rey Mysterio and whoever else, right? But they don't steal John Cena's powers because he's been retired or off in Hollywood filming movies. So the Looney Tunes are like, wait, I know who we can get to help us defeat the Monstars. And they get John Cena. And it's the same movie, but it's a wrestling thing instead of... And think of all the cool, funny things. I do have to say,
I am not a John Cena wrestling fan. I never watched him. I didn't watch wrestling or any of that. But he is very funny in movies. Yeah. He is very funny. And I fully support him as a person and as an actor.
I love that he doesn't take himself seriously. I do love that. Yeah.
And yes, I love that.
Yeah.
John Cena, thumbs up from me. Okay. Yeah. I know you were wondering, and I am pro John Cena. Okay. So another game we did this season was Full of It. Yes. So this is where there's a card. We say a story, and it can either be a real story or a made up story. right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see from your laughter.
I think, did we do this one already? What is the secret you've hidden from your parents the longest?
I think we did do
You
that
think we
one.
did do that? Okay, so
Yeah.
let's not do that one.
Let's do a different
Yeah,
one.
we did that one on the show. We already did this one. What's the most embarrassing thing that happened in front of
Dash,
your crush?
did you break the rule of the podcast?
No, I specifically
You
shuffled.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever done anything cosmetically to your body that you regret?
Have I ever done anything cosmetic to my body that I
Yeah.
regret? No. I've never done anything cosmetic
Like earrings or cosmetic
to my
thing.
body. Well, I guess like earrings and tattoos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not that I regret. No.
Okay.
I do want to I have a hole
Mm-hmm.
in my ear, like I gauged it, but I didn't.
Right.
I want to have that closed.
Repaired.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not in a place right now where I have like money to spend on
Yeah.
either cosmetic surgery. Piercings and tattoos are a little
Uh-huh.
more affordable. But I like all mine. I think they're good.
Yeah, I don't think I don't regret either one of my piercings. I don't regret. Yeah, I don't have a tattoo yet, so I can't regret that. So there's one thing I did one time that I regret doing because like the girl that I was with at the time wanted me to do it, so I did it. And it was I got a haircut and I got something called a double tape, and it's when they like shape your hair down in a tape, but then like go about a 1/4 inch in and do another line. So it almost looks like you have an outline of your hair. It was bad. It was real bad. But my girlfriend at the time was like, babe, it'll be cute. You should get that.
I want to see a picture. These are also...
I truly don't think I took a picture during
I
that
keep
time.
picking cards, but they're all ones that we've done on the pod already. Yeah.
All right.
These are all...
How did this happen? I shuffled.
Probably because they were on the top. And if you're not,
Maybe. Yeah, you
not
riffle shuffle,
shuffling, yeah,
See,
then
this
it
is
comes
why
up.
this is why I overhand shuffle.
Yeah. What is the strangest thing that's happened to you on a date?
Strangest thing that's happened to me on a date. I thought I saw a ghost once on a date.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was driving back from the movies and I was taking a shortcut home, which is already a terrible idea. So we were taking the back roads through Hialeah Gardens.
Just
And
bad idea
just
after
bad
bad
idea
idea
after bad idea.
bad
And it was
idea.
like, so the reason it's a shortcut is because you can either take a road down and over, or you can just make a left and go around and end up at this bridge we needed to cross. So, but when you're going around, it's all like warehouses and businesses that are closed at like 5 o'clock,
Right.
and like, there's no street lights because it's so whatever. So I'm driving down the road and there's nothing but my headlights shining ahead, and I see this like see-through object just float in front of my car as I'm driving along, and it like floats off the road. I'm sorry, off the side of the road into the road, and then back off the side of the road, and then just disappears. And when I tell you that my heart jumped into my throat and then sank down into my testicles,
Yeah.
that is not an exaggeration.
Got
That
it.
is exactly what it felt like. Because I thought, this is it. This is the moment that I have
Right.
seen a ghost,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm now one of those people in that statistic who
Right.
has seen a ghost.
What is that statistic? Do you know?
No, I don't. But I'm sure there's a statistic of people who believe
Yeah,
they've seen ghosts.
I'm sure. I feel like it's like 64%
Maybe
or something.
Yeah, it's up there. But it's, as it turns out, what it was is because it was really dark. There were sprinklers on the side of the road where the grass was,
Oh, yeah.
and as the
Yep.
water sprayed into the path of my
Yep.
headlights, and then
headlights,
back,
yeah,
it
right.
looked like a
Of course, yeah.
transparent figure crossing the road.
Wow, that's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
So-
super cool.
And it made me wonder, like, how many people have seen this but kept going and didn't stop to see what it was, and just thought they saw a ghost, and forever that's their story. I saw
Wow.
a ghost on the side of the road, and all it was sprinklers
Or a ghost.
or a ghost. There could be a ghost. Yeah,
That's cool.
that was my
That's actually super cool.
weird thing on a date.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't really have any weird date stories. I mean, I dated some like garbage dudes who were probably texting their wives that they didn't tell me about.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is
Or that they did.
no, it was like you don't drop that on like the first or second
Right, sure,
date.
yeah.
But they definitely were like texting them.
No.
And then I went for like tea with a dude. I hope he's very happy now, but he was super boring and like not particularly my taste in terms of being attractive. And like he didn't call me back. And I was like, excuse me? Like, I am a huge catch. And you're not going to call me back? No, sir. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Unacceptable.
Whatever happened to him, do you know?
No idea.
All right. So another game we played
He never
was...
called me back. So I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. Another game we played was Trivial Pursuit.
Yes. So we did a on the road episode of Trivial Pursuit. So I'll just ask you all the questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What seaport's name is Spanish for White House?
What has to be Casablanca? Casablanca.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
It helps that I know Spanish.
What episode 1 Star Wars 6 year... What episode 1 star... Not Star Wars.
Okay.
Star was. That explains the capitalization or lack thereof. Now, if I could read it correctly...
It would help.
It would help. What episode 1 star was 6 years old when the original Star Wars film was first released?
Haley Joel Osment.
Great. What was the first movie to gross more than $1 billion at the box office?
The first movie to gross over $1 billion?
The first, yes.
I want to say it would... Oh, my God. Is it adjusted for domestic?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say?
Just says 1 billion.
I want to say Titanic.
Okay. Which of the 7 dwarves wears glasses?
Doc.
What do peacocks mate with?
Peahens.
Mm-hmm. And which of these sports has the largest court? Basketball, volleyball, or badminton?
Basketball.
Okay, you got all of them except the second one.
What was the second one?
The star who was 6 years old in the original Star Wars
Jake. Yeah.
was Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor was 6 years old in Star Wars?
No, when it came out, when episode 1 came out.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood the question. Got it. Okay, sure.
When episode 1 came out.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got
was
it.
6.
Okay. All right, Allie, ready?
Sure. You got all movie questions. What
I
a
did.
cheat.
Yeah. Allie, what nation boasts the world's richest royal family? The options are Britain, Thailand, or Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Incorrect. It was Thailand.
Really? That
Yeah.
was my second guess.
Yeah. Which British rock group released a debut album called Parachutes? Parachutes.
Parachutes?
Which British rock group?
Oh, was it Coldplay?
It was Coldplay.
Was it?
Yeah, that was a great guess.
I didn't mean to have the in my. I did. I did mean it to sound the way it sounded. I'm sorry.
But Allie, we were all yellow. Allie, who was the tallest U.S. president at 6 feet 4 inches? Tallest U.S. president at 6 feet 4 inches.
I want to say it was Lincoln, but I also don't trust the record keeping in Lincoln's days, so I don't know Lincoln.
Because they may have been measuring the hat.
Right.
Abraham Lincoln.
It was Lincoln? Okay.
It was Lincoln.
6'4".
Yeah.
I mean, that's tall.
That's tall, right.
But that's not that tall.
Right. The hat made him look taller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it was the hat.
And
the beard.
he was gangly,
he was
too.
skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're skinny and 6'4", you look smaller.
Right.
You look taller,
You look taller. Yeah.
And a lot of vertical pinstripe suits, What Greek god was depicted in the statue at Olympia that was one of the wonders of the ancient world?
I should know this.
Yes, because you've been to Greece.
Because I've been to Greece. I'm going to say Zeus. I don't.
Zeus?
Is it Zeus?
It was
Okay.
Zeus, the statue of Zeus. Allie, what?
I just took a big old swing. I was like, it's about Zeus.
It's one of the big ones.
Yeah.
What common photo flaw is minimized by cameras that use a pre-flash to shrink the subject's pupil size.
Red eyes.
Red eye is correct.
Yeah, red eye.
Yeah, red eye is correct.
Mm-hmm. I
Allie-
remember that from like digital cameras.
Yeah, where it was like, we reduced red eye. And it was like,
Yes.
it would like do a flashy
Right.
thing. And then, yeah.
Yep.
Allie, what 2 skills make up the winter biathlon?
I think it's cross country skiing and shooting.
Yes, cross country
I
skiing
love
and
the
target
Olympics.
shooting.
I love the Olympics.
You
I
got-
watched the biathlon in the last Olympics because I love the Olympics that much. I love it. I crushed that.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that was great. We both answered all the questions except for one. Because
Did I get? Oh, I got the first
you got
one
the Thailand
wrong.
one wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
The next game we played was
So I think this was also an on the road episode.
Yeah, this was an on the road episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do this one or start first? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, when and how did you first learn about death and the idea of an afterlife?
We did this one.
We did?
Yeah, we did this one on the pod.
I don't remember it.
No? When
No.
we talked about like goldfish and pets and stuff, like that's always everybody's first.
All right. Well, I'll
Yeah,
pick
we did this
another one.
Here you go.
I don't remember that at all. Did
And
I black
shuffled
out?
these again.
We did that one.
See? I'm gonna
Just flip it over
Yeah,
and
I'm just gonna
pick from the
overhand-
bottom.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
overhand shuffle. There we go.
There we go.
Well, I swear to God, if this is one that we've already done. Here you go.
Okay, here's one.
Okay.
How do you imagine your daily routine past the age of retirement?
Oh man. All right. So knowing who I am as a person, I don't feel like I'm ever gonna retire. I feel like I'm one of those people who's just gonna like die at their desk. Or wherever I'm working. But I feel like the goal for every retirement is just to get up and do nothing that day. But I also think I'm the type of person who can't do nothing. Right? Like
Yeah.
even now sitting in front of the TV, I have to be drawing or crafting or doing something productive.
Mhm.
Like I feel, and I don't know why that is about me, because I don't think anybody would call. Well, I guess they would, yeah. But like I just need to feel like I'm being productive somehow and not sitting around not doing anything.
Because we're raised in a society that judges you based on how much you produce.
Yeah.
I literally talked about this in therapy. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what we are. Yeah. So I feel like I would.
But also, there is a feeling that comes with feeling like, here's a thing I did today, right?
Right.
Like you can point
Yeah.
to it and say, I made this.
Right.
I put those dishes away. I cleaned this. I did X.
Yeah.
And you know that, like, even if you didn't do anything else that day, something was accomplished.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, and I think that's
something-
part of it is the
something
feeling of
to give you
accomplishment.
peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allie,
Yeah.
what's something you wish? I cannot ask that question.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So these are the 18 plus cards.
That's all right. We'll just cut it.
Yeah. Which? Nope. Okay. What are your thoughts on labels, and are they necessary for a healthy relationship? What are your thoughts on labels?
Labels being we're dating, we're talking,
Sure,
we're
yeah.
exclusive, we're this, we're that.
Yeah.
I am a person who needs very clear boundaries in order to feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, part of that is like labeling whatever's going on. I don't think it has to be like immediately, like you talk to the person, you're like, what is this? What are we?
Right.
But for me, it helps with establishing boundaries, both personally and in the relationship, right? Like, are you going to be okay if I do X?
Right.
Am I going to feel okay if the other person
Mhm.
does X? But if that doesn't make you feel comfortable, then don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. My whole thing is just like, if you're in a relationship with another consenting adult, figure out what works for you or choose someone else.
Hmm.
Like,
Fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's different. Everybody's going to have their own thing. Yeah, I
and
get
like
that.
what works for me in my relationship is definitely not going to work for other people. Which is why I'm not in a relationship with those people.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. I think labels have value, and I also think we live in a society where labels are huge because we don't like to sit in that gray area of, you know, who is this person? Like, it's basic information that you can know about a person when you label them, and whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know, I don't really know, but I think we live in a society where everything just has to, our tendency is to just put labels on everything.
No.
And I think part of that helps us connect, and part of that helps us disconnect.
Okay.
So we
Fair.
find the balance. Yeah.
Sure.
That's how I feel.
All righty. Okay. The next one we played was Soundiculous.
Soundiculous.
Yeah. You go first on this one.
Okay. So
You pull out a card and there will
I'm
be
just
two
gonna
sounds.
select from the middle because
Yeah.
we've been burned so many times.
Yeah.
So this is a hard one, and
Okay.
there's two, and you gotta guess what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Allie's going to make a sound. She's going to pick one of the two sounds on the card.
I can't use my hands, or can I?
You cannot use your hands.
Okay. Blub, 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 blub.
Scuba. Is it scuba diving?
Yes, it's scuba diving.
Nice. The blub, 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 blub gave it away.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
You want to shout at the other one?
Sure. What's the other one? Is it a dentist drill?
It is, yeah. Yikes.
Dentist drills are very specific.
Yes, it's a
sound.
very high pitched. I felt that noise.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I can smell that noise.
I can smell the noise. Yeah.
I can smell that noise. Okay, Allie, ready?
Yes. A bird of some kind?
Close.
A mouse? A bird?
Oh, you're so close. What's the
A
combination of a
rodent?
mouse and a bird?
A mouse bird? Like an eagle eating a mouse?
No.
A bird of prey?
No.
A baby bird
Oh,
mouse.
you're
A baby
you're
mouse bird.
So close.
A baby mouse.
It's a bat,
A bat.
which is a
It
combination.
is a combination of a
bird.
mouse and a bird. Now that you say it. Now that you say it, it's very obvious.
Yeah. You want a shot at the other one?
But I was like, a mouse bird. What a dummy.
But you weren't wrong. But
I wasn't wrong, but I also was not
wasn't
correct. Okay.
You want a shot at the other one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready? Here. Okay, ready? Ding, 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 ding.
What does a fox say?
Yeah, it's a
A
fox.
fox. Foxes actually make super cute noises.
Yeah, I know they do, but
But that
it's
was
just a little
genius.
squeak or a
Yeah, yeah,
chirp,
yeah.
and I was like, I know she's gonna get it if I do it this way.
So funny.
Yeah.
All right. Our last card in our mega mix, our season 6 mega mix. So this is another game we played. It's called Utter Nonsense. You pick an accent and you pick a statement. And are you gonna go first?
Sure. You went first last time.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? So I've got my accent
Mm-hmm.
and I have got my statement. Do you want to know what the accent is, or do you want to try to guess?
Let's do a guess.
Okay, cool. All right, so here's my statement in my in my accent. I won't tell you how I took a dump without taking off my dream coat. What happens backstage stays backstage.
It's a grandma.
It's a grandma. Very good. You got yours? Go ahead. Oh no. You If you're wondering why you can't hear anything, it's because Allie's accent is mime.
Yes, my accent is mime.
What was your statement, though?
I'm not going to say it because
Okay,
it's
it
doesn't
not
even make
appropriate.
sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's not appropriate, but I wanted to mime on an audio medium because that is funny. Also, how is mime an accent?
I don't know. Well, how's grandma an accent? It's not really an accent. These
It's
are
not an accent
voices.
or a dialect. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just voices.
Now, what I did find out when we did this episode of
Mhm.
Utter Nonsense is that you got this through Kickstarter and it's the adult version. But there is they have since been bought by another company. So their games are now in stores. You can buy the Utter Nonsense games in stores. And there is the 18 and over version,
Mhm.
but there is also a family version of Utter Nonsense.
Fun.
Yeah, so little ghosties, if you want to go out and play Utter Nonsense, but you're like, oh, I want to make sure it's not gross or whatever. I want to play with my family. There is a family version of Utter Nonsense that you can play.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I just want to picture a group of
5-year-olds,
like a 5, a 7, and a 9-year-old playing this with their parents.
Yeah,
Just sitting around a table. The parents are being miming stuff. That's funny. Yeah, I do take umbrage with the word accent because it is absolutely not used correctly in this game.
It's a very loose term.
Yeah.
In this regard.
I mean, most people use the word accent incorrectly anyway, but
Yeah.
this is it's another level.
Yeah, so that's season 6.
So there's season 6 Mega Mix.
Mega Mix,
That's
yeah.
what we should call this. Season
Mega
6
6 and Mega Mix.
Mega Mix.
I think the little ghosties should let us know if they enjoyed us playing a mega mix of all the games from that season and if we should do that as a season finales.
Oh, like from here on out?
I would love that. If we that'd be a great way to close off the seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be super fun.
Yeah,
Dash, I have to say, Dash actually conceived of this idea many moons ago and we didn't do it.
Uh-huh.
And now that we did it, I think it was super fun.
Yeah.
So, little ghosties, tell us which was your favorite episode this season.
Yeah.
Tell us if you like our Mega Mix episode. Make sure that you're following us on the Spotify.
Yeah.
And listen to us on Spotify if you can.
Yeah, please subscribe, leave a review. All of those help us greatly. in
Yeah,
getting
the more you
viewers.
engage with what we're doing,
Mhm.
the more we can do it.
Yeah, share us, tell your friends about us. The more subscribers we get, the closer we are to being able to do this more often.
That's
and
right.
With better games, with more games, not better games, because they're all good games.
They're all good games.
Yeah.
So, as always, little ghosties, we love you.
Yeah.
We hope you're having a good day, whatever day you listen to us. Thank you for being with us through season 6, and we'll see you soon for season 7.
Bye.
Bye. We didn't do that in sync. We got to do it again.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. There we go. Now we got it.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Now we'd love to hear from you.
You can visit playdatepod.us to watch our videos,
Access our episode library,
find out more about our brand of quality, clean comedy.
and contact us with any questions or comments.
Improvisers love audience suggestions, so make sure you visit playdatepod.us.
And the podcast you just heard was a production of Society Circus Players.
If you like what you heard today, please rate, review, subscribe, and share it with a friend.
And finally, if life's a circus, we're the clowns.
Podcasting with cats. He's
Hi there,
gonna
buddy.
mess up everything.
Yeah, don't mess up the cards, please. You can be here, but just, everybody, this is Nuku. Hi, Nuku.
Please just get comfortable. Just get right into your
Yeah.
comfort zone.
It's just laying right on
Buddy,
top
thank
of the
you
cards.
so much.
Oh, were you planning on playing here?
Oh, thank you for arranging all these cards for me to lay upon. I truly appreciate it.